Eric is hella controlling. What God pays serve? Because my God is a different God. Vinny, explain this shit. Chris, let's not do that. Clara. What is up with all the men this season? So Brianna is me. Now I'm gonna find you and just log in. No, I'm not gonna do that. Why do you do that? You gotta stop that, sir. Why was Eric so hesitant? Are we forcing her? You're lying to yourself to be in this relationship, to keep this fantasy going. Oh yeah, this one is ridiculous. You right. But I put my hair up, because if I have to fight you, Paige, call him out. She really overemphasizes her bottom row. This is just another example of Chris being selfish. Why do you keep doing this to yourself? 3 times a year? Yes, we actively have to do something. A year? What up, y'all? It's your girl Rizzo here with another recap for Married at First Sight, Season 12 in Atlanta, Episode 10. And I just realized we are way past the halfway point. I want to say there's 17, 18 episodes. We're at episode 10, y'all. This is 3 weeks into marriage. We've gotten 2 I love yous, mad sex, roller coasters. What a season. Let's get to this episode, y'all, because it's one thing after another. Let's go. Clara and Ryan stayed up late? Does that mean 10 o'clock? Did they binge Breaking Bad? Ryan, please save her. And shout out to Digna for letting us know that Virginia is an account coordinator. That, to me, is on brand. Oh, I see now it says account coordinator.
That's everything. Literally everything. I mean, no password for it.
Virginia, why are you telling the entire nation and all the people who watch this internationally, shout out Kristen, that your password is Rocky for everything? Now I'm gonna find you and just log in. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm saying people are crazy enough to do that. What are you doing? But what do you do for those instances where you have to put a capital letter, a number, a dollar sign, a symbol, a hieroglyphic, a script? What do you do for those moments? Is the O? Oh, the O is probably a 0. Y might be an exclamation point. We gonna figure this out, unfortunately. Why was Eric so hesitant? Which one was he more hesitant for? Was it the banks or the social media? I can't tell. Eric is hella controlling. Yo. Eric, this is like insecurity. What is up with all the men this season? Chris, highly insecure. Vinny, insecure. Eric, insecure. Ryan, maybe too secure. Who's that? Oh my God. Jacob, another insecure. What's going on? What's going on this season? I'm trying to think the last seasons. Yeah, nah, it's this season. What's going on?
What's the point of being friends with them if you don't feel like
Then don't be friends with them on there. You shouldn't be anyway.
What, Eric? Eric, this is a problem. You are controlling this situation, or you feel you have to control who she's friends with, who she's texting, who she's fucking social media friends with, who she's double tapping on, because you are not confident in yourself. You're not confident in what you can bring to the table, and you're comparing what you can bring to these men in your woman's eyes. That's one. 2 is you are not trusting of your woman to not have deeper feelings for these people than a double tap, right? And why should her double tap affect what y'all have in real life? It'd be different if the man was pulling his dick out, if he was shirtless, he was saying something sexual that actually had to do with them. What if he's like, I got a new job, and she's like, I love that he's doing okay. Now for me, I'm not coming into it like I need to be friends with all my exes, whatever you say, no. But I need you to provide some reasoning behind this. And if your reasoning is bullshit and it's just because I said so or because you're intimidated, well, my friend, we don't have to talk because that's stupid. If you give me some valid reasons, I'm open. But if you just want to control me because your little ego, is not doing well, it's not gonna work for me. That actually is gonna make me less attracted to you and this relationship. Now, Virginia just said in her confessional, in her interview, something that's very important. She said that she and Eric get along when they get along, but they avoid having those serious conversations because they know they'll disagree or something will come up where it may present like an argument, or, it may show the real them, and it may show that all of this isn't just happy-go-lucky. And that is horrible, y'all. The fact that you are avoiding that because you know there are differences means you are faking this whole relationship. What are you gonna do when things come up in real life? Y'all not gonna know how to handle this because y'all are just avoiding. That's not gonna last. I mean, pot calling kettle black here, but I always tell all of my friends in relationships or all of my friends in like the dating or the talking phase, look, if you starting to catch feelings and you're afraid to have that conversation because you're worried about what the other person is gonna say to you, or if you're afraid to have that let's be monogamous or exclusive conversation because you're worried that they're out there thotting and bopping and they don't want to settle down with you, if that's what you want, speak up and say it. And if you're not saying it because you're fearing what the other person will say, first of all, you're making up stories in your brain. That's one. Two, you're not giving that other person an opportunity to speak. I feel like that's part of one. But the next point, you just avoiding and you're lying to yourself to keep this fantasy going. Who is this fantasy for? You trying to hold on? You trying to change him, sis? Maybe someday he'll come around and then you wake up 7 years later and he still ain't married you. Okay. All right. Oh, Dr. Viviana's here. Am I bugging? Why does it feel? I know it's episode 10 and I don't think I realized how far into the season we are. I feel like it's like early for them to come by, but no, this makes sense. Okay. Are we talking sex? So Brianna is me. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I just noticed it because I watch my episodes back. I honestly am my biggest fan. I watch my episodes back and I see my like mannerisms. I see shit that obviously you don't see that you're giving off to people. As a viewer of myself, I see different things in me and I'm like, oh shit. Do y'all notice that when I don't feel comfortable saying something or when I'm saying something that's like a little out the box, I will shift my body weight. I'll do a bunch of that. Now that I'm saying that, I'm gonna try to pull back because it's like giving me away. But watch our girl Brianna when Dr. Viviana asked the question, oh, I've heard you guys are doing great. She's like, oh yeah, we're doing good. Mm-hmm. Help me, because she know Vinny over here is going to get tight. And they're doing fairly well. Like, they're in love, but she needs some help. Mm-hmm. Watch that.
From what I've heard, because obviously we keep up with everything, you've been doing pretty great.
Yeah. We've been doing pretty good.
And you've been
They're going to shift.
Yeah. Now that doesn't really fit in with kind of some of the reports that I've gotten about.
Oh, I thought Dr. Viviana was going to say, that doesn't really answer my question. I said, how do you show each other that you like each other? And Vincent said, we're very silly. I wanted the experts to pair me with someone. Vincent, that's not what she asked. You know what? Not that this is the same, but in moments when you get heightened on some, like if somebody says some inappropriate shit, even if it's a joke, when I say inappropriate, I mean like racist, sexist, whatever. Before you get mad, I'm always like, what do you mean by that? Can you help me explain that? And then they explain it and it reveals how racist they are. So I've learned to, adjust those anger and frustrating moments with, no, I don't get it. You just play dumb. I forgot, this is my Champagne Vinny filter. Vinny, explain this shit.
Wife, because you really want to be married and you really like her.
100%.
And also I put on some weight and my shirt was really tight, so. And with a bad attitude.
Yeah.
Like the way I reacted.
Rihanna, stop
was
saying yeah.
unacceptable.
Don't try to always impress me. Like you impress me.
Sorry. I love when Brianna says something and Vinny feels it. He's always like, that shit. Don't always try to impress me. You right. Perfect is boring. Do I need to change my glasses?
Going right back to square one and trying
Yep.
to restore.
Okay, I decided to be nicer. But I put my hair up because if I have to fight you, Paige, the answer's always changing like the years.
So Dr. Viviana is
Listen.
in Atlanta.
So wait, they're starting with a clean slate. He didn't move in though. So they're still both living in Atlanta. She's living in the apartment, but he hasn't communicated with her.
So while this commercial is on, because I know I'll never be able to use this filter for some, maybe I should use this for a couple where one person is in love with the other. I can't think of any. Duh, it is Paige and Chris. Maybe I can use this for them. I really try to stay away from anything social media related to Married at First Sight. Glimpses, sneak peeks of the next episode, interviews that people do unfiltered, some things from other sites. Even if they're not giving away this season, I feel like I can catch a glimpse into that and it like messes me up on what I think about this season or what I think about these people from this season. But someone did send me an interview that Chris did, and I decided to watch it. has ended up like this. I also saw a post about Mercedes having a miscarriage. And you know what? Now I'm saying that I remember somebody sent me his social media page. And I will say, that shit is nothing to play with. And I have an opinion on whether it's fact or fiction. But miscarriages are nothing to play with. Pregnancy is nothing to play with. And I was reading some of the comments that people wrote underneath the shit, even though he filtered that. And like, y'all are trash. Not y'all, because if you're on my page, like, you're not trash. I've actually gotten rid of some people. And I say that, see, I gotten rid of some, like, truly disrespectful people, like, to some of these people on the show. Like, you don't know these people. Don't be fucking rude and, like, blatantly disrespectful to these people. Anyway, people were writing, like, sorry that this happened, but this does not mean what you did to Paige was not wrong. Don't put those two things under a comment, a post about that. But then there were some other people like, you are the reason why you had a miscarriage. This is karma. Like, if that shit is in your spirit, if that kind of hate, evil, like, disrespect and disgusting behavior is in your spirit for someone that you have never met and merely seen for 2 hours a week, for 10 fucking weeks, at that point 8, you deserve all the karma coming your way. It's not even for me to decide. But you gotta seek some shit in yourself to even think that writing that is okay. Again, here I am at 1:18 a.m. and I want to make sure I am turning down for tonight. So, I'm gonna pop back in. Maybe in my pajamas.
One, I told y'all was getting pajamas. This is what happened last night. Okay. Number 2, I realized when I was editing that entire last section, which was just me talking for like 2-3 minutes, was all in that high-pitched shit that you can't understand. So I had to put subtitles on all of that. Ugh. I got this pause on Chris and his United Colors of Benetton H&M hoodie. Let's go. Chris always plops down in the couch and puts his feet up. Why do you do that? You gotta stop that, sir. Okay, you too grown to do that. And Chris, you know, I keep talking about his sneakers. I don't know if y'all know I'm a sneakerhead. Chris, you gotta stop putting these pink shoelaces on all your sneakers. You don't have to do that, okay? Those come with black. Paige didn't even get warm in that seat before Dr. Viviana was like, look, there's a lot to talk about. She's like, I am maximizing on all of this time.
Once you got married and since are so different.
Yes, Dr. Viviana, call him out. Okay, Chris, let's not do that. Because you didn't know Shorty was pregnant when you had sex with Paige and you told her that you weren't attracted to her after that. So that's a little bit outside of what you showed the experts as well. That's one. You whispering in Shorty's ear, you going back and forth talking over Paige. Like, so let's not blame this whole thing on you finding out about this pregnancy, okay? Quick aside. So you know how people always talk about like how things that they did as a child actually help their creative process later on in life? Let me tell you how. As a kid, and I still do this as an adult sometimes, I don't know if it's because I'm short. I don't know if I have like a harder time hearing, which is crazy because that sound that I posted, I can hear it. So probably I hear it really well. I don't know what it is. But sometimes when I'm talking to people, I find myself looking at their mouths. And so I'm looking at someone's mouth move, which is great for me reading lips, but you know, I don't work for FBI, so that's not helpful. And then I'll catch myself and I'll look up. But that has helped me in the editing process because I don't have to listen to it. I can literally scroll and stop and say, okay, that mouth right there is saying this piece. Anyway, I say that to say, I still look at people's mouths a lot. And small details about people's mouths really bother the fuck out of me. And Paige, sis, we love you. I hate the way her mouth moves when she talks. I don't know if you guys know when you're older, your top lip goes down because of gravity, right? People get those like plastic surgery to bring it up. Look at that. Look at an older person. You rarely see their top teeth. Look at a younger person. You see most of it. Anyway, so Paige talks like mouth moves like she's 60. She really overemphasizes her bottom row. And she'll talk and she'll be like, you know, and it's like her bottom jaw takes the fuck over and it kills me. Since I know there's nothing you can do about it, but tell me I'm not alone, guys. Is there a community here for me?
But why stay in the marriage?
the woman that God intended me to be was to be.
You know, I'm over here about to talk about, but why stay in the marriage? And then I hear, but the woman God intended me to be. What God pays serve? Because my God is a different God.
With just contact.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the basics.
Paige Petty, she's like, you know, I don't really much, but like just a call, FaceTime, the basics, you know. I don't know why them symbols hit, like they think that's crazy. We married. You should be talking to me at least once a day, right? What's this pregnant pause Chris got?
I don't wanna feel pressure.
My man, if you feel forced in being with your wife or somebody that you're gonna continue to pursue a relationship with, if you think calling them, texting them once a day is forcing it, you got issues. And or you aren't into her. I want to talk to people I like. Who doesn't want to do that?
You know, I'm not in the business of wasting anybody's time, and
Chris
I don't want
is.
my time.
This is just another example of Chris being selfish. He's like, no, I could do this. This is a lot more than she really wants in the moment, but this is what I feel comfortable with. So we should be doing it this way. And you feel pressured for doing less than that. Like, y'all, this man keeps showing you who he is. Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
What are we doing? Like,
I don't know. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
the decision
Jacob. How can we make our sex life better? Well, when it exists, it'll be better. Clara said, I'm just along for the ride, or lack thereof. Clara. They're only showing the questions about sex, or did they only ask the questions about sex? Which one is it? Y'all, this one is ridiculous. What the fuck? Ryan's parents are ministers. Like, he doesn't feel comfortable talking about sex on TV. But grow up, Ryan. Your parents had sex to have you. This is why filters are gonna make this younger generation read me like really hate themselves, because look how clear this makes my skin look. Yo, that's super interesting and something that Clara needs to bring up to Ryan, because for her to say, I come from a relationship that I wasn't desired. They had sex 3 times a year? A year? And for her to be experiencing this, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, right? Because again, they're only 3.5 weeks in. If she didn't experience that before, because now she's like remembering not feeling being desired, and she may be equating sex to desirability, and maybe she thinks like Ryan doesn't want her. And again, this partnership is all on the other party and not her, not taking into consideration how she may be feeling. So this is like repeated, do I want to say trauma? It's only trauma in this situation because of what she experienced before. So I hope she's like sharing this with Ryan so he realizes that, and he's doing something to like comfort her and let her know, hey, this isn't that. It's 3 weeks here. I am very attracted to you, which is why I let you give me a head. No, I am attracted to you. I just want to make sure we build this relationship first before we jump into this sexual side of our relationship. I hope Clara's okay. Why did you stay with this man for so long? And let me just clarify, I'm asking that question out of curiosity, not to blame her at all, because we don't victim blame over here. We don't do that, okay?
if we are making a commitment, like we actually actively have to do that.
Yes, we actively have to do something. This isn't passive. He has a conflict from Sunday to Wednesday? Or Sunday to Tuesday?
I think that's the problem. We haven't included God in anything. And I think that it's important. It could be...
So let me get this right. They gonna play basketball, because that's what Chris wants. But he'll teach Paige. But Paige wants to play cards, but Chris don't want to do that. But instead, he wants her to lead Bible study. I'm gonna do this dog filter for Haley and Jacob since they got 75 dogs. Haley's like, I want to like you. I just don't. That's okay, y'all. We don't need to force this shit. Because this is for life. And you don't want her to roll over one day and be upset that she forced this. I know it's like kind of early, but they've been doing things and they've been taking steps to make this better. And if he's doing all that and you still aren't feeling it, like, let's not waste each other's time. Haley is a fun girl. Like, she needs somebody fun to do things with. And that's just not Jacob. Y'all knew that when you got these two together, man. Come on. Come on, Dr. Viviana, with this. I love that I don't know if you thought about this on the spot, but I love this moment. You guys need to have and share these intimate moments and be comfortable being alone together. So she just brought them in the bedroom to just, you know, get used to sitting in this bedroom and talking next to each other on a bed. Now, the other side of it, I'm concerned because Haley was like, if this wasn't a marriage, I would have been out. Are we forcing her to be in this relationship? Is that what we're doing? Should we not be doing this? Or could it potentially blossom into something that's amazing? I don't know. I wrestle with that. We're forcing them now to kiss good morning and good night. And Haley said it's going to be a little uncomfortable. Can we like start with one maybe? Because we know that she said that'd be uncomfortable. Maybe we just start with a good morning or good night. I feel like this is forced. This is getting me a little bit.
Well, this one is disgusting. This is that blobfish, right?